How's it going, everyone? Got quite a bit to talk about in this video. I want to give you guys a heads up on a major update that is dropping on a PlayStation Plus Essential game, so you guys will be able to check that out. Jurassic World Evolution 2's 30th anniversary free update is available now. CyberPunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, if you guys are watching this video right when it goes up, should be getting a major update here very shortly, but it seems like some information has leaked ahead of that unveiling. And Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, could that be a game later today showcased at the Summer Gamefest event? That may be a possibility, and I'm starting to lean towards the answer being yes. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, Jurassic World Evolution 2 Jurassic Park 30th Anniversary free update is available right now. Noted on the community page, we're excited to announce that the free decorative update to celebrate Jurassic Park's 30th anniversary is now available. You can access the brand new decorations by updating your game, but if you're curious as to what's included, we've got you covered. From the iconic Jurassic Park archway, banners, and walls to the classic T-Rex and Allosaurus skeletons from the Jurassic Park Visitor Center, the update brings a whole host of decorative items to your parks, allowing you to recreate some of your favorite setups from the original movie in-game with over 20 new decorative items. In this update, you'll find the ever-smiling genetic code strain Mr. DNA immortalized in statue form from the original Jurassic Park small electrified fence, and even the log that protected certain brave explorers from a flock. Full release notes are at the link below, and make sure that you let them know which of the new decorations you're the most excited for. And they do note a bunch of the brand new notes and updates that will be going live. It's a ton of stuff. They also do have some bug fixes rolling out with this 30th anniversary update. So the update is absolutely free. You just need to have the game downloaded, and then the update should trigger and you'll be good to go, and you can check out the new decorations for Jurassic World Evolution 2. So that is available as a PlayStation Plus Essential title. And do remember that the offer to become a Plus Essential subscriber, or even an extra or premium subscriber, 25% off for a year membership, that is expiring here shortly. You have a couple more days and it will be available until June 12th. So jump on that as soon as possible if you're interested, and we should be hearing about the PlayStation Plus Extra game lineup here shortly as well. But moving on from that, CyberPunk 2077 Phantom Liberty looks to have leaked online. According to GOG, which is CD Projekt Red's online storefront on PC, the Phantom Liberty DLC will cost €29.99, which is equivalent to about $34.99. And the listing was only available for a short while, but of course, images are circulating all over social media, and it did go live. You know, CD Projekt Red already did note that the expansion will have an update at Summer Gamefest, and we're probably going to hear an update about it as far as the details of the expansion and what to expect out of the expansion. It's kind of interesting to see how much interest there is towards this expansion. It really, to me, feels like, you know, you're not going to go back to what it was pre-2020 and December of 2020 and how much hype Cyberpunk 2077 had before the launch. That amount of hype was just absolutely staggering and probably a little bit ridiculous. Like, I loved Witcher 3, and Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, but with Cyberpunk 2077, you can kind of see the writing on the wall with expectations at that high of a level. Like, come on, guys, this isn't, you know, like, what can a video game do at the end of the day, especially a video game that was delayed as many times as Cyberpunk 2077. But what CDPR has done is revitalized a lot of that interest in Cyberpunk 2077. No, it's not going to be this game that people are going to see as one of the greatest video games of all time, but people do recognize it for what it is now, especially now that it's a working game. It has a really cool world, it has great visuals, it has a good bit of content, it's got a lot of interesting mechanics, even though that can be fleshed out more. After the updates they've rolled out for Cyberpunk 2077, on top of that, Edge Runners, I think, did a lot to help it. It seems like there's a healthy level of interest towards Phantom Liberty now. Phantom Liberty being at $34.99, that is a little bit surprising if that is ultimately the price point. Sometimes, you know, the regional conversions don't work out exactly, but let's say, for the sake of argument, it is $34.99. Compared to Witcher 3, the two expansions, Hearts of Stone was $9.99, Blood and Wine was $19.99. I believe that's how it was. So $30 for both. You know, that was, what, 6-7 years ago, $5 above both of those expansions. I imagine Phantom Liberty is going to be a bigger expansion than just a standalone expansion like Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine. So I do foresee, you know, this offering a good deal of content and extension to Cyberpunk 2077. Hopefully it will be out by the end end of the year, and it will be a reason for a lot of people to jump back into Cyberpunk 2077, and I will be curious to see if CDPR decides to drop some sort of complete edition. Would be comical if they decide to name it a Game of the Year edition, but, you know, I've seen funnier, but, nevertheless, we should get an update on that here later today. Lastly, we do know that Square Enix is going to be at Summer Game Fest. Obviously, they're gearing up for the launch of Final Fantasy 16, but do we really need to do more promotion for that game, a PlayStation 5 exclusive, when that game already had its launch trailer drop at the PlayStation Showcase? You really don't need to do more with FF16. I know 18 minutes of new gameplay had just dropped, but, you know, the work is done on FF16 at this point. The game that has been getting some push this week has been Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, and the latest developer comment number 7, and I find it fantastic that they ended it on comment number 7. When can I find out more about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? And the answer was more information will be revealed soon. This was posted just hours before the Summer Game Fest. Literally, the tweet was scheduled to go up at 9 a.m. this morning, and Summer Game Fest is at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I mean, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. Either they're just setting up the announcement and the new trailer to come up at Summer Game Fest. Maybe, just maybe with the release date. I don't know. The game shouldn't be that far away. We heard winter of 2023. Even if it's pushed to early 24, that's not that far away. I could see a release date getting announced, and I do foresee a sizable gameplay trailer, given that they already showed off gameplay for the game. Really interested to hear more about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and it's gonna be kind of wild to see Square Enix put out two major big-budget JRPGs in probably the span of less than a year with FF16 and FF7 Rebirth, but that is an announcement that you guys probably, I'm pretty confident in this expectation. We'll see if that ultimately does happen. Maybe they'll wait for a different period. If it doesn't happen, I just feel like timing of this is really, really poorly done, but we'll see. I did find this little gimmick of these developer comments. I don't know if this is how I would promote a game, but it's fine. It gets the internet talking, and ultimately, if you're getting the big update at Summer Game Fest, if this is what it's all building to, then it doesn't matter. Like, if we get a new trailer, the anticipation and excitement will be generated by that. This was to stir up a little bit of interest leading into that. Totally fine. I see some people being like, I can't believe this is how they're deciding to promote the game. This is going to be innocuous once the actual trailer drops and people hear about release dates, and that'll get people super excited. This was just stirring the pot a little bit, if that's in fact what they're going for. So I don't think there's any reason to, you know, give flack to Square Enix about that. But we'll see how it ultimately does turn out. But that'll do it for me. Again, Jurassic World Evolution 2, the PlayStation Plus Essential title, getting a major 30th anniversary free update. So check that out if you're interested. It looks like Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty will be priced at $34.99. Let me know what you guys think about that price point. Too high? I would imagine nobody would say too low, because $35 for an expansion is pretty hefty, but I guess that does depend on the amount of content that will be available. Given that games are going at a $70 price tag these days, half the price of a new game, that's still a pretty hefty price for an expansion, so we'll see about that. And Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, could we be hearing an update on that later today? I, at this point, would think it's pretty likely. That'll be doing it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.